Yeah, well, the most fun tour, I mean, one of the best press tours I ever went on was for 21 Jump Street, because Channing Tatum's one of my best friends. He's like my brother, and we got to go to Australia. And the flight was so long, and it was crazy. And when Channing and I get together, like, really bad stuff just happens. Like, it's not okay, you know? And he was basically, like, pouring drinks down my throat from the second we got on the plane.
Yeah, it's all his fault.
Yeah, it was all him. I was like, no, I want to sleep. No, I was wrong too.
Yeah.
So we get there, and we get off the plane, and immediately we're like, let's go swimming. And so we go to Bondi.
What state are you in when you get off the plane?
Like,
let's be fair.
Blackout drunk.
Okay.
So like we go and we're like, let's go. And what's the coolest beach? And they're like, Bondi Beach. Now we didn't know that there's literally a reality show called Bondi Rescue, because there's such a bad riptide there that dumb tourists get off the plane and go swimming and drown.
Yeah.
And get rescued. Okay.
Yeah.
And so we go in the ocean, and I start swimming, and then like a second later, or like what feels like a second, I look back, and Chan's about a mile away from me. He's this big, and he's a big guy. He's literally this big.
Is he the one that's drifting out far?
No, I'm the one that's drifting out.
Yeah.
He's like by the beach, like taking pictures with people, and I'm literally like head bobbing out, like, what's going on? Where am I? And I start to swim as hard as I can, and I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, this is how I die.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I am a guy who died in the ocean in Australia, and that's it.
Yeah.
Wasted. Okay, so finally a guy comes out on a jet ski and is like, hey mate, like, we're gonna pull you in, you can die out here. And so I'm like, oh, it's my terrible Australian accent. Yeah. And so he kind of pulls me in, and then I start swimming, and I'm exhausted from all the time I was swimming in place. And what's crazy is there was paparazzi on the beach, and then rarely in life you tell a story that sounds ridiculous, and there's a picture that's even more ridiculous than the actual story, and I'm going to show it to you guys.
You have this picture of you struggling in the water.
Yes, almost drowning.
Paparazzi. You really look like you're ready to meet God.
Yeah. I literally saw like my whole life flash before my eyes. So, okay, there's also another picture of me traumatized on the beach.
Yeah, they get you back to the beach.
Literally like a scared child who's been through trauma, okay? And so,
the best part, still drunk.
Yeah, just blackout. And so, the worst part of it was we're there for a week doing press, and you know in your hotel they'll leave a newspaper sometimes. I opened the newspaper, on the front page of the Sydney newspaper was, Jonah Hill, actor, almost drowns, and that picture is on the cover of the newspaper for all of Australia to see. And then every interview we did started off with, hey, you went for a swim yesterday, huh? Just like, yeah, just like, somebody needs to get some flighties, huh? You know, it's like, yeah, man.
A whole week of that.
Yeah,
all right, we're going to take a quick break. Much more with Jonah Hill in a second. Stick around. You get a break.